Hello and welcome back to our Lifehack series. Today we will focus on multi-block meshes with Fidelity Hexpress. As a case, we have a flow for heating or air conditioning, so the flow is coming from outside, it's maybe cold, and should be heated and filtered to get inside our building or office. On the upper part you see the pressure distribution. On the lower part you see this temperature distribution, and here in the center we have a heating pipe simply heated on a certain temperature, and here in the rear part we have a filter which changes the pressure distribution. In principle that's a very simplified case and you could think of meshing it in a structured way. However, if the case becomes more complicated, an unstructured approach is more feasible. This simple domain basically consists of 4 parts. We have a main pipe, we have a heating, we have a filter domain and some outflow part, and we basically create our assemblies as usual in order to define our domains and later the mesh. Then we go to the domain context. We have our 4 different domains. And important for the very first step is to define the connections between main pipe and heating, between main pipe and filter, and between filter and outflow. And all of these connections are matching connections. And these matching connections are defined before meshing. Then we create our mesh setup and enter all the different domains we have prepared. Define the different settings, mesh size, refinements, etc. And then on the domain level in the meshing context, we do use the seed point and we have split domain into parts activated. Please note that the initial mesh type cannot be cylindrical anymore, and then basically you can click on Start to get the mesh. In principle, that's already it. However, we defined the connections, the matching connections, before starting the meshing, and for very complex cases they can be a little bit tedious. So there's also an automatic way of finding these connections. And to do so, we basically follow the same procedure as before. So we have our 4 different assemblies, create 4 different domains, but we do not define any connection. These connections are from the predefined ones from before. And then in the mesh context, we have our automatic mesh having the same geometry but different domains. I will shift back again to predefined, so we have different domains here. And then the difference is basically the seed point option is off, split domain into parts is activated, and the meshing algorithm automatically finds the connections, which are then, after the meshing, also automatically defined here in the connection management. As a short summary, it is quite easy to generate matching connections with different domains in Fidelity Hexpress. The background meshes cannot be cylindrical. The meshes are mixed meshes, so not pure hexa meshes. I would recommend the approach with the predefined interfaces, with the predefined matching connections, because I think it's a little bit more stable, as it's not automatic. However, the other approach also works well, and is probably more recommended for very sharp angles or very narrow gaps. So, that was it for today. I hope you got some ideas for your next meshing project in Fidelity Hexpress. Just let us know if you have any questions, and otherwise just see you next time. Thank you!